BMW X5, personified by M Sport.
Behind us is the BMW X5 M Sport.
This is the 3-litre diesel straight 6 turbo.
And prices start at around £60,000.
Yeah, it's that's a good starting price, but this one retails for about, well, it's just under 74,000, isn't it?
Yes, but it's got laser lights,
yep,
lovely interior. In fact, the overall
21-inch wheels.
The overall vehicle is colossal.
It is.
And this has the M Sport pack on as well.
And it'll pull 0 to 60 in 6.5 seconds.
That doesn't compromise economy though, because you've been getting around 40 to a gallon.
Yeah, exactly. Anything from about 37 to 40, and it claims around 37, so I'm very happy with that. One thing I really love about this, Michael, is the fact that it's got the assisted driving mode.
Well, it's absolutely packed full of equipment. You've got laser lights, 360-degree camera,
yeah,
park itself, panoramic sunroof.
Yeah.
This is the 4th generation X5. And you can tell from the new big grille.
If this isn't going to float your boat and you want a bit more power, you can get a quad turbo diesel.
That will definitely shift.
Yeah.
Saying that, I'm going to be taking a look at the exterior styling.
I'll be looking at the interior, the practicality, the functionality.
I won't be driving it, you will.
I will.
And then we'll bring you our verdict on whether or not this is the car for you.
For more great impartial car reviews, please subscribe to Planet Auto. Hit the notification bell and you'll be notified every time we upload a new video. Thank you.
At the front of the car you've got sporty angular styling, this new large grille that still retains the look of the kidney grille, but still in keeping with the new range of BMW. When it comes to equipment, we have the optional LED laser lights which we first saw on the BMW i8 last year. You also have LED fog lamps, front parking sensors, 360-degree camera, various parking aids, driving aids, adaptive cruise control. It's absolutely full of safety equipment. You also have automatic wipers and functional air vents in this sporty bumper. Coming to the side of the car, our car has the M Sport pack, so you have 21-inch wheels with a low profile tyre. That doesn't compromise the ride. The M Sport blue brake calipers, an additional M badge on the side. You also have this vent styling. You have electric folding anti-dazzle heated door mirrors with blind spot detection, keyless entry. There's also sporty side skirts, vented discs on the front and the rear, and this car does take AdBlue. Coming to the back of the car, you have a sporty rear bumper with diffuser and these twin chrome-tipped exhausts, LED rear lights, high-level brake lights with rear spoiler, shark fin aerial, reversing camera and rear parking sensors. You're also reminded that you have xDrive. This is the 30D, so we've got a 3-litre diesel with an amplifier on the exhaust, which sounds amazing.
The first thing that strikes you when you get in any BMW is the experience. It's more like a first-class cabin. You've got this cockpit style layout, decent sized infotainment screen, digital cluster. Everything the driver touches is luxurious and very well finished. You've got a mix of trim finishes, stitching, leather, and one thing I really do love is heated and chilled cup holders, but I'll get to those in the rest of the review. When it comes to functionality, this car has practically everything. All-round electric windows, power folding door mirrors with blind spot detection and anti-dazzle. You've got your power tailgate button here as well. Memory settings here for your seats. Harman Kardon speaker here. And down here you've got your auto lights, fog lamps. When it comes to the steering wheel, you've got your active cruise control on this side, where you can set it to assisted driving, which is absolutely phenomenal. This will enable you to drive down A roads and motorways, and it will steer. It's far more advanced than lane keep assist, but this vehicle has lane keep assist as well. You've also got your media controls on this side. Auto lights here, rain sensing wipers. You've got a digital cluster with lots of different displays. The one that I've got it on, and it's my favourite, is Newton meters of torque and horsepower. It's also got a display that will show you how many G's you're pulling. You can also have your navigation in the centre and some of the media information too. Now, one clever thing is this heads-up display. It'll show you some of your navigation. It will also show you road sign recognition. We've seen cars with road sign recognition before. You know, tell you the speed of that road, but this one tells you the speed of the road after it as well. And this button disables all the safety features. Above that, we've got a decent sized infotainment screen as well. It's landscape and it does practically everything. You've got DAB radio, you've got Apple CarPlay. Android Auto is an option. You've also got satellite navigation. Now that appears here as well. And you can set a lot of the car's settings here. I mean, you have Sport, Comfort, Eco, Pro, Adaptive and Auto H, but you can fine tune each one of those through this screen. You can also disable things like auto lights and all types of other things. Also on this car, you've got BMW Connected as well, so it updates various aspects. And you've got the concierge system and Wi-Fi. Now, one thing I really love on this car is gesture control. So you can turn up the volume of the stereo by doing this. Rather cool. Another feature of the infotainment screen is this, the 360-degree camera. You've got park assist, reversing assistant. It will reverse you 50 meters of what you've just traveled. So if you've driven into somewhere and think, I don't fancy reversing out, the car will do it for you. When it comes to the center panel, well, what isn't there? You've got heated seats, your rear demisters, your front demister, 4-zone climate control. I know I'm finding a few things that I really do like about this car, but it is amazing what's packed into it. It really is. This, for instance, you've got heated and chilled cup holders with little buttons on either side, so you can set whether you want it chilled or heated. There's also a USB here and a 12-volt socket. You've got your media control here, various buttons to control various aspects of the media, and here. Now this is a very impressive toggle switch. Why, you ask? Well, this allows you to raise and lower the vehicle. Now when you go into various driving modes, it will raise and lower anyway. You've also got descent control, electronic handbrake, and the fun bit, the driving modes: Sport, Comfort, Eco, Pro, Adaptive and Auto H. Each one of them will change the characteristics of the vehicle to make it either sportier, comfier or more economical. You've also got a start engine stop button as well. You can also disable your cameras here and turn off start stop. 8-speed automatic gearbox here. Knock it left to go into manual and sport mode, and paddle shifts on the steering wheel. Don't forget panoramic sunroof with tilt and slide, with electric shade and interior mirror with anti-dazzle. When it comes to practicality, as you can see, I've got a decent amount of headroom. I've got a decent amount of legroom as well. These are like aircraft seats. There is so many adjustments. You can adjust the back, you can adjust the lumbar, you can adjust this bit where you rest your thighs. You can adjust pretty much every part of the seat, and they're also BMW individuals, so they're very comfortable and very well finished. Stitched leather, and this nice effect too. And don't forget there's memory functions on the door to control them. There is reach and rake adjustment in the steering wheel. It's all electronic as well. So when you set it and you stop the car and get out, its position will retract. As soon as you start the engine, the steering wheel will return to where it was when you got out of the car. Amazing. When it comes to the door bins, they are colossal. You can fit a litre bottle in the front bit, and you can fit, well, numerous wares and foods and all types of things in the back bit. Now, as I mentioned, you've got the 2 cup holders, heated and chilled, and you've got this soft closed door as well. This is a nice touch as well, leather wrapped, and a storage area with a USB-C charger, which is illuminated. Also, if you've got the display key, put the key on charge.
You've also got a moderately sized glove box.
Stepping into the X5 is nice and easy, thanks to the raised ride height and the fact that the doors open nice and wide. Once back here, it's exactly what you expect from BMW. You've got luxury leather seats, very, very comfortable. You've got this stitching, you've also got this pattern as well that just gives it a sporty executive feel. You've got the hard plastic here, which means that if you've got children in the back, if they start kicking it, they're not going to ruin your leather. You've got pouches here as well, and there's a little plug here with a USB-C charger. My word. Air conditioning in the centre, and you've got your own controls as well, storage point and 12-volt socket. Now, the one thing that you're likely to be asking yourself is, how roomy is it? As you can see, I've got decent headroom, I've also got decent legroom, and the seat's set up for me, and I'm 6'3". Now, this panoramic sunroof makes it light and airy, especially with this privacy glass. Now, one touch I really do like is the fact that these quarter panel rear windows are actually heated, so they will demist like the rear window. For two adults, this will be very, very comfortable, especially with this pull-down armrest with the storage point here and pull-out cup holders here. Now, you can carry 3 people, but for shorter journeys, because this centre seat is a bit harder. Now, you'll get 2 adults very comfortably in here. There's also Isofix on the outer seats and curtain side airbags around the vehicle too. One nice touch is this vent in the centre pillar. You've got the Harman Kardon system as well with the tweeter just in front of the door handle. The finish of the door trim is very, very good. Stitched leather, and it looks rather impressive too. You've got a decent sized cup holder and a storage tray behind that as well, and electric windows. You can also get a technology pack which will give you media entertainment in the back. When it comes to the boot of the car, you can open the split tailgate with the key. Just press the button and the tailgate will open. You've also got, as I said, splits. So if you press this, that drops and it completely eliminates the boot lid. Perfect for loading large items and getting shopping in there. Saying that, you've got a shopping hook there as well. It's a nice square space, and this is 690 litres. But when you drop the seats, you can increase that to 1860, so you'll easily get 2 mountain bikes in the back of there. You've got a pull-out parcel shelf. When it comes to seating configurations, you can drop down the centre part, and then you can drop down the left and the right using these tabs here. You've also got a first aid kit here. If you lift up this, you've got extra storage. This is a nice system, kind of bounces up. So extra storage there, and your tow hook. Now, there is no inflation kit or spare wheel because this car's kitted out with run flat tyres. On this side, you've got a 12-volt socket. You've also got 4 tethering points as well. And one clever feature on this car is this little button here. If you press this, the whole rear of the car will lower, which means it's easy for loading and letting your pups jump in.
Engage sport.
We moved the camera!
What's the X5 M Sport like to drive? Well, it's powered by the 30D xDrive, which is a 3-litre straight 6 diesel engine. You could take this to Switzerland skiing, couldn't you? You could get all your skiing gear in here. The fact that you've got that performance engine and the all-wheel drive, which would make driving on snow and ice, you know, not terrifying. You'd be able to grip the roads quite easily, and you've got your descent control as well. It develops a staggering 620 Newton meters of torque. And can you tell, Michael?
Yes, it's very fast.
Well, the thing I've noticed about it is it's other vehicles of this size and similar torque figures feel more raw, whereas this feels more refined.
Well, that's it. This is the first time I've actually been in the X5,
yeah.
And when we launched from the junction earlier,
yeah.
You said to me we're doing 55 miles an hour. It's like, no, we're not.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, we are.
Exactly.
It's so quiet, so comfortable in here.
Yes. No, I know, especially with that raw engine, you expect it. Mind you, you think back to the older diesels, whereas BMW's more newer, refined engines are, well, they're very advanced, aren't they?
That's it, and well, you can configure so many things about the car, the steering, the gearbox,
yes,
the exhaust sound, all them sort of things.
Speaking of the gearbox, it's an 8-speed automatic, but it's got a manual and a sports mode, and there's paddles on the back of the steering wheel as well. But yeah, that's what's cool about this, isn't it? The fact that you can tweak each individual setting, so the dampers, the acceleration, the steering.
You have the shortcut buttons, so you can use their presets as well.
Yes.
So, you know, if we put it into sport, you hear some...
Oh, I can feel the difference already under the pedal.
Well, that's it. You hear some wuzzers and whizzers back there, and
yeah,
you feel the suspension tighten up and your throttle response changes.
And the amplifier turns on.
And, well, then you've got some very happy performance figures as well.
Yes, you have. This will pull 0 to 60 in 6.5 seconds, which is quite staggering for something this size.
Even with the performance which this model produces, you're still getting around, what, 40 mpg. But I think that's a perfect combination of performance and economy.
Yes, exactly.
Because it is absolutely fast enough.
Oh, yeah.
But you can't feel it, that you only know by all the things flying across the cabin.
I had a G-bar here that was going a bit crazy. But that's what you expect.
But everything's so effortless, everything's comfortable, everything's quiet. I've only done about 10 miles in this car, but I love it.
it can go. Oh, it puts a grin on your face.
Now, despite the size, how direct is the steering? How does it handle?
Well, it's very responsive, the steering's very direct. The one thing that you do notice is it is light when it needs to be, but it does weighten up very nicely when you get into spirited driving.
Well,
basically it goes where you point it.
Well, there is no getting away from the fact it is a very big car.
Yeah. But saying that, do you notice much body roll?
Oh, there isn't any as far as I can tell.
Yeah, in sport mode, it pretty much eliminates all of it. Considering its mass, that is quite staggering. In the comfort mode, yes, of course you're going to get body roll, but that adds to comfort, doesn't it?
Well, that's it. You have the option to either have comfort or a sporty ride.
Yes.
You're also not short of equipment. It can park itself, adaptive cruise control, quad zone climate control, 360-degree camera, all singing, all dancing infotainment system. You know, nothing compromises anywhere. It's economical. Okay, it's expensive to buy.
Yeah, okay, £74,000, but this has got a lot of kit, and the base model's what, around 60?
Well, that's it. We've got the laser lights, M Sport,
this, that, and the other.
Yeah, various packs.
Yeah, and a £2,500 sunroof.
But you can see where the money's been spent.
You can. You've also got some kind of special protected glass on this car as well. Now, you were talking about safety features and things like that. This has got assisted steering, and you can set it. Well, it's not just assisted steering. It can virtually drive itself. You can set it to distance, or you can set it so it will actually take control of the steering.
But it won't let you take your hands off the wheel. You've got to still keep control of the vehicle.
It actually goes pretty crazy if you have one hand on it lightly. Let's try engaging it here. So, press button for activation. Assisted driving mode, it's taking me up to the limit of 20 miles an hour.
You even have the different heights for your suspension, which you can operate manually with this little toggle switch.
Yeah.
You have hill descent control, decent ride height. You're not going to be going full-on green-laning in this, but you know, muddy fields and campsites, it's going to be perfect.
Yeah, well, that's it. You've got xDrive, which is a very intelligent four-wheel drive system.
And there's all the space in the back, so you can fit all the camping gear in here and the entire family. It's equally as nice just to pootle around at 21 miles an hour.
I know. That told me then there was a junction, a triangle appeared on here and on there. It's so sure-footed, isn't it?
Everything, you know, you feel safe, you feel very high up, everything.
You do.
You get a good view of the road, visibility out the back, that's all very good. You've got nice large windows.
And kick down. That power delivery is something else, isn't it?
Well, that's it, but it's still very smooth. There's no judderiness, there's no interruption to the comfort.
I mean, I've read reviews that say there's a bit of lag. I've not really experienced any lag. It's there, isn't it?
That's it. If you're in, I imagine if you're in Eco Pro mode and, you know, free gears out of the way of what you want to
surprisingly,
be.
try it now and I'll show you. And I put my foot down. It does that!
Yeah.
Now,
where's that lag?
where's the Eco Pro bit in there? You know, it basically gives you that power that you need, even if you need it there and then in that mode. Very clear dials. You've got your geometer bar thing there. You've got Newton meters of torque, horsepower, and lots of other things as well. Your media, and so on.
It is worth mentioning the car we have has several packs on it, including the visibility pack, the technology pack, and the M Sport Plus pack.
I think there's about £14,000 worth of options on this car. Got these BMW individual seats as well. I mean, these feel really nice, don't they?
Absolutely, it's so comfortable. It's such a nice place to be. All the stitched leather. I could quite happily go to Dover, Calais from here. You know,
Then all the way to the south of France.
Exactly. And
It's got these little sensors as well, and the likelihood is that's to keep checking that you're awake and fully with it.
like every dial, every button feels very nice to touch. There's, you know, no corners have been cut. Overall, it's economical, incredibly well equipped,
Incredibly quick.
very comfortable,
Yeah.
very practical.
Yeah. Very safe. I don't think there's anything it's really missing, to be honest.
I think this is the sweet spot in the engine choice.
Yes.
The BMW X5 is the embodiment of luxury. Sitting in the front seat feels like your very own private booth on a first-class flight. Although it's not quite as fast as a jet plane, this car does go from 0 to 62 in just 6.5 seconds and delivers 620 Newton meters of torque. This M Sport Series 30D starts at just under £60,000 and this model is available for just under £74,000. It comes with M Sport braking system and automatic transmission as standard, along with a host of other very cool features, Ben's favourite being the chilled or heated options on the front cup holders. Also as standard are the 4-zone air conditioning and selective driving modes. Some of the intelligent features of the car include the smart key, which comes in the technology pack upgrade, which tells you the range of the vehicle and even if you've forgotten to shut the windows. With AdBlue, the diesel returns around 40 miles to the gallon, although this will vary depending on which driving mode you use. A nifty feature of the X5 is the adjustable ride height that can be lowered from the boot and completely controlled by the cabin. Combine this with a handy dual-powered tailgate and you've got versatility and practicality. It completely eliminates the load lip. Prices vary as well as specs. The base model of this car starts at just under £60,000 and comes with plenty of optional extras, including LED laser headlights and panoramic sunroof. It's very comfortable, it's very well kitted out, and it's very stylish. All in all, a premium sports SUV. Just what you'd expect from BMW. For more great impartial car reviews, please subscribe to Planet Auto. If you have any questions about the X5 M Sport, please leave them in the comments section below. Thank you.